Snoop, this space, as far as I know, you haven't really dabbled in the food and restaurant space. So what excited you about this that got you involved in this particular vertical of Web3?
The IP, to being able to own and control the whole IP and not be used as a face or marketing tool or, you know, someone as an ambassador, but to actually be the owner, the CEO, you know, the owner of the land, so to speak, and not just the building on top of the land.
Absolutely. And I'll ask you the same thing I asked Champ too. You know, we're in currently a crypto sell-off. Just what do you make of the sell-off?
This
and
crypto,
are we in a crypto
you do know
winter?
this crypto, cuz you do know that, right?
How long do you think crypto winter
Crypto
lasts?
gonna last forever, cuz it's crypto.
Fly crypto.
No, I mean, I think it was a beautiful industry that was created. I feel like every great industry has a downfall. There was always a depression in every industry you can look at. Alcohol, tobacco, clothing, food, every industry that you can imagine, but they all made a certain incline when the industry got back right. And I just feel like this weeded out all of the people that wasn't supposed to be in that space and all the people who were abusing the opportunities that were there. And now it's going to bring on great business, and moving forward, when the market gets back right, it'll only be great things that, you know, pick and choose from.
Yeah, yeah. And according to your Twitter, you're still buying NFTs. What do you see as the best NFT investments right now, given the current landscape?
Foo Fighters universe, because they bringing it to another landscape. Like, you see, this is a physical asset, you know, and it rooted from being digital. And I think that's important to show others how to do it. And they really are pioneers in the space, which is why we partner with them.
There's a lot of projects right now, though. Are there any that really excite you? People who are working on other projects that you're interested in, you know, collaborating with, or?
I really like Drift, the photographer that, he got a collection called Where My Vans Go, and he be getting on top of the building and shooting his shoes. Like, I think he real, you know, brave for doing that. And, you know, he another African American in his community. So, you know, and that's something else that we want to do. We want to encourage others to come in this space that look like ourselves.
Right. Do you think that NFTs still have a major place in the music industry? I mean, that seems like in the arts, but specifically in music, that's really where it kind of took off, the opportunity for people.
I know it has a great opportunity to be big in music, because sooner or later the label's gonna have to come on in, and they're gonna have to come on home, and they're gonna have to sit at the table and understand that, you know, their catalogs and things that they hold on to are better served on the blockchain than sitting in the catalog collecting cobwebs.
And well, and Death Row seems to really have set kind of a blueprint for that. Have any of the other labels kind of reached out to you for guidance or
all of them?
All of
any
them.
advice
And
on how
it's
to get
not
into
even
the
just
space?
labels. It's movie studios, it's tech companies, it's beverage companies. It's everybody's rushing to Web3, and you know they see how big, you know, Dogg is in the space and how we're pioneering amongst all the other natives that's been here for the last 5, 6, 7 years.
And just bringing it back to this project, because I know that's why we're here. How are you thinking about, we already talked about this, Champ, but Snoop, how are you thinking about the long-term success of this particular project in this particular space?
Think about Taco Bell, think about 31 Flavors. They had a starting spot too that they had to start from. But you don't even think about where they started from. You just think about how they're everywhere.
Yeah.
How you can pull up in any town and there's one open, there's one available. That's what we picture this as. We picture this as a business that's gonna outlive us, because its quality is what the best team that's doing this type of work, and they collaborated with us when they were already doing great things. So shout out to the Foo Fighters for even bringing us into the equation, because we had great ideas, but we didn't have a great team. And they are the best team at doing this type of product, so we wanted to make sure that we got with the best so that way we could represent the best.
The last thing I really wanted to hit on, you know, Snoop, you recently tweeted, "We may have to buy Twitter now. Gonna replace the board of directors with Jimmy from My Corner Fish Fry, Tommy Chung, and that guy with the ponytail on CNBC," which is one of our contributors, Pete and Jerry. And I'm just curious what you make of Elon's bid to buy Twitter. Do you think the deal goes through? And if you two had the opportunity to collaborate, what would you change about the platform?
I mean, I'd change a whole lot, but I don't want to tell you right now. I'd rather keep that under my hat.
Sure.
Because I don't want nobody to take my ideas in case they got a little bit more action in me. But I got a couple things I like to do. I'm really one of those unexpected, spontaneous type of guys that's for the people. whatever I do, it's always for the people. So it's not about me, it's about we. It's about what's better for us. So at the end of the day, that we can have some sort of information hotline that we control, that we, you know, feel like it's comfortable to us.
What do you think of Elon? Is he somebody that you'd like to work with ever?
Elon need to work with us.
You know, speak on it.
And you're active on Twitter too, champ. I mean, what have you kind of given your dad any insights into how this space has really taken shape and emerged on Twitter in any kind of way?
Yeah, he's active on Twitter himself. Like, he jumping on Twitter Spaces, you know, at 2 in the morning, 9 in the morning. Like, you know, he's doing this stuff himself. We don't have to go in there and hold his hand. You know, he's passionate and he's immersed himself, and I think the community can really feel that.